people who feel a little chubby when you get down through the winter months, because it's a dangerous time of the year, isn't it?
It is. It's tough.
Yeah.
Even people that have been on a good journey up until this point tend to struggle with holidays, parties, things like that.
And settling in for the winter, too.
Yeah. It's hard for me to talk about exercise when it's dark at 5 o'clock. So
it's easy to snack. It really
yes.
is. All right, so you have trivia for me.
I have trivia.
I'm ready.
All right, so how many calories are typically consumed on Christmas Day by the average person?
Oh, gosh, Christmas Day. Is 2,000 a good number for daily?
Correct.
2,000 is a good number for daily.
For a normal day.
I'm saying 4,500 on Christmas Day.
You're close. Between 5,000 and 6,000 calories.
Oh, man, I was going to say 5,000.
Yeah.
That's a lot of eating.
That is equivalent to 10 Big Macs.
Oh, thanks a lot for that. My goodness gracious. And that's just on Christmas Day.
That's just on Christmas Day.
Wow, when you turn it into a season.
Right. Or multiple dinners in a day. Christmas Eve, Christmas Day.
Oh, yeah.
The day after with leftovers.
All right, give me number 2. What do you got?
Number 2. All right. In Germany, what sweet treats is believed to have originated as a way of keeping children quiet during long Christmas services?
Germany. Candy canes.
Yes! You got it correct. Ding, ding, ding.
Yay for me.
Yeah.
Nice. Go ahead. I'm on a hot streak.
All right. I'll give you one more. Okay. In China, what food is traditionally given on Christmas Eve?
In China?
It's a healthy food, actually.
Oh, gosh. Broccoli.
Close. Apples.
Apples?
Apples.
That's not close, Rebecca.
It's a healthy food.
Broccoli, apple, not close. World between the two of them. But it does highlight the fact that there are actual healthy foods that we can be eating during the holidays and through the winter months as well that they'll fill us up just as much and be a lot better for us.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And that's what you're all about as a dietitian at IRMC.
Correct.
Yeah.
Try to help people plan their journeys for the holidays. Talk a lot about meal planning as far as, are you hosting? Are you going to be a guest at Christmas Day? What's on the menu? What can you bring?
Yeah.
I give out a lot of recipes, recipes that can alter fat and calorie content.
You have, of course, at IRMC, a number of different programs that are going to help people in that way.
Correct.
One of them is actually coming up. Journey to Lean is going to be beginning in January again.
It is. That is one of our most popular weight loss classes. It is a 12-week class. It'll begin in January. It meets every Wednesday from 6 to 7:30 at the S&T Wellness Center. What's nice about that is the first hour is kind of a lecture, nutrition information, meal planning, portion control, healthy choices. And then the last half hour to 45 minutes, we have you exercise in a group setting in the Wellness Center with our exercise physiologist. And what's nice about that is that she teaches you how to use all the equipment. She does workouts that you can take home and do. She teaches workouts that maybe don't include weights or anything that you have to purchase. So it's a really nice program if you're looking for accountability, support. We had our group finish in November, and we had a total of 205 pounds lost as a group.
Wow.
So very successful.
Wow. And it's a 12-week program.
Correct.
But it's designed to be something that you're going to follow for the rest of your life.
Lifelong, absolutely. So we do offer support groups. So we will be offering support groups beginning in January, once a month. It'll be the second Thursday of each month at 6 p.m. at the Wellness Center. And this support group's open to anyone that has gone through Journey to Lean, anyone that has met with Lori Smith or I as a dietitian, anyone that's just kind of looking for that accountability, that support that they need to help them with their journey.
Mm-hmm. Are there other programs set up for the new year or for some point down the future? Are there other programs going right now?
Absolutely. The next one we have coming up is our informational session for bariatric surgery. So that would be for anyone that's interested in gastric bypass or gastric sleeve and that will be held on December 20th at 6 p.m. at the S&T Wellness Center.
Okay.
It's a nice session just to get information about it. Is this the right path for you? And if not, then we offer other alternatives as well.
That's a program with Dr. Walkowski.
Correct.
Uh-huh.
Correct.
Uh-huh. Okay, so that's coming up just next week.
That's next week. And then, like I said, we'll start the weight loss support groups in January. That'll be the second Thursday of each month. Journey to Lean will begin. We don't have a date yet, Wednesday in January, and that will last for 12 weeks. And then, of course, we always have the one-on-one sessions with the dietitians, which can be paid out of pocket. It can be run through the insurance. We also have IUP dietetic interns that will be starting with us in January.
Okay.
They also see some of our clients maybe that don't have insurance coverage or don't want to do the out-of-pocket pay.
So how does someone get set up if they just want to visit with the dietitian?
Absolutely. They can call our office at 724-357-8088, and we can start that process for them.
And generally that's going to be you or Lori.
Correct.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
So there you go. Those are wonderful programs to help people as they get set to begin a new year. We know that resolutions are a big part of what people do when January 1st rolls around. And sometimes those are good things. Sometimes they end up making you feel really guilty because you break them so soon. So we shouldn't get all hung up on the fact that, now it's January 1st, so mandatory, there's the bell ringing and I have to get started here. We could do this anytime.
We can do this anytime. Absolutely. And some people like to wait. Maybe January is still a busy month for you. So maybe you wait till February 1 and you start then. So any time is a good time.
So what are some of the things that we can do with Christmas week coming? The week before Christmas is next week, and then you've got the week between Christmas and New Year's. There's a lot of opportunity to do some nasty things to your body by overeating, eating the wrong things. What are some of the things that we should be thinking about next week?
Well, just being mindful of what goes into your mouth. It's okay to have a cookie, maybe not okay to have 12. It's okay to dabble in maybe, 2 dinners on Christmas, but be selective about what your choices are, continue to watch portion control. And obviously, learn to say no. You have some of those family members that are like, oh, you have to try this piece of pie, even though you've already eaten 2 plates of food. So being able to say no or ask for a to-go container, take those things home, carry them on to the next day. But yeah, just mindful eating, being mindful of what goes into your body.
Yeah. And that goes for the entire winter then too, because as I said, that's the time when maybe we sit back a little bit more and we find the couch more often than we should. And it's easy to do.
Right. And getting dark at 5 does not help. I encourage people, we do have our S&T Wellness Center, which is open to the public Monday through Fridays. From 7 a.m. to 6 p.m. So that's a nice place to go. We have treadmills, ellipticals, all the works. I encourage people, if you aren't a gym person, maybe when you get home from work, instead of hitting the couch right away, maybe try to find a YouTube video that might be free. Or if you're interested in purchasing a piece of equipment, get that done before you get home and get settled. Because once you're in that couch, it's hard to get up.
Yeah, it really is. And then the snacking starts through the course of the day, through the course of the evening. You always have to have that one thing before you go to bed. We should avoid that one big thing before we go to bed.
Right. Make some rules for yourself, like no eating in the living room or no eating in your bed. You can only eat in the kitchen. Maybe you can't eat things that are salty or you can't eat things that are sweet. So just kind of make some rules for yourself. Maybe set a time that you're not allowed to eat after. Maybe that's 7 o'clock. Maybe that's 8 o'clock. And, brush your teeth, get ready for bed. That way there's no temptations there.
Are there certain foods that are better for us in terms of being probiotic that will help us to clean ourselves out a little bit better?
Yeah. Your yogurt's definitely like an Activia yogurt or a Greek yogurt or a better choice than something like a pastry or something before bed. But, pushing the fresh fruits and the fresh vegetables, those will help with gut health as well.
Yeah. Some of the things that people get in, I'm sure that you hear stories of folks when when you talk with them in a consultation as a dietitian about what they are eating, that to them probably seems okay, perfectly benign. But you can see some warning signs and some danger signs in them that you can sort of steer them away from one behavior and into a more healthy one.
Absolutely. A large population that I'm seeing right now is young women with obesity. And when I get their 24-hour food recall, I'm finding that they're eating a lot of processed food. So anything that's quick and easy and tastes good is what they're going for. The least amount of time it takes to cook and prepare, that's what they're going for. And I think that's really what's leading to a lot of these women being morbidly obese, and they're coming to me because they want to start a family. There's infertility issues, so they need to lose a certain amount of weight, to help that area. And then I start talking about cooking, and it's like, that this sheet comes over their face that they're just like, oh, well, I didn't realize I had to cook chicken in the oven, or they don't know how to use a crock pot or things like that.
Yeah.
So that's a lot of sessions might be educational as far as like nutrients and things go, but I also do a lot of like cooking teaching as well, like how to use your crock pot, what to put in it, how to meal plan. How to meal prep. I think that's common knowledge on most days, but some people don't. They don't know how to prep their lunch for the next day or prep their meals for the end of the week. So a lot goes into a session. What
should be on the plate and how much of it?
And how much of it. That's the key.
She's Rebecca Williamson. You can give her a call at the S&T Wellness Center at
724-357-8088.
Beautiful. Thanks so much for the visit today. We appreciate that.
Thanks for having me.
What was I, 1 for 3 on trivia questions?
Yeah,
today?
You did great. Star for the day.
I could do better. Thanks, Rebecca.
Thank you.
Sydney County in the morning. It's WCCS 101.1 FM, AM 1160, WCCSradio.com. 8:26 in the morning, CBS Sports Minute next.